All right, welcome to the Showcase Valentine's Day edition. Now, some of the covers I've shown will have been seen before, but since it's Valentine's Day, it's once a year, we'll make an exception. And a lot of the covers have double meanings. So, if you're a bad person like I am, you'll snicker and laugh at the double meanings. So let's get started. Now, this isn't so much of a double entendre, but it's just it's supposed to be very sad and maudlin, but I find it funny. So if you laugh at this, you're a bad person. I laughed at this person. So this is Young Romance 135, and it's a young lady, a stewardess, Bonnie Taylor. She was a recurring character for a while. I've come back to you, Johnny Shannon, on the very spot where we promised to meet a year ago. She's come back to Johnny Shannon.
Oh, I remember this cover.
Yeah.
Oh, no. In memory of Captain John Shannon, lost at sea. So, Dan laughed. He's a bad person. I don't know. Did Jamie laugh?
I already knew I was a bad person.
Yeah, Dan's a bad person. So if you look at this and you laugh like I did, you're bad. So just so wrong, but yet funny. This is one that's a little more salacious. You may be better looking than I am, darling, but I've got what it takes to get any man I want, including yours. Oh, she can too. I know she can. Yeah, she can throw something on him. She can throw the old hoodoo on him. Yeah, baby. So, poor guy. Or maybe not so. Here we go. So long, honey. You sure had me sold on your sweet innocent act until Joe here told me all about you. Look at Joe. You're like, yeah, that was good. Look at Joe. So, just wow. And what does it say at the top? A story that touches every teenager's life. What happens when a girl is too easy to love? So, like I said, these covers are wrong. I'm wrong for highlighting them, but that's just the kind of Valentine's Day we have around here. So, Young Romance. Oh, here we go. It's the right time and the right place, but the wrong boy. How often does that happen? We're in the right time, the right place, but we got the wrong boy with us. I hate it when that happens. So there we go. Here we go. Young Romance number 160. This is goodbye, Karen. I just can't dig your kind of love. I'm thinking I could probably dig Karen's kind of love there. She's in the right vicinity. So, but that's just me. This is one of the most wrong covers I have. It's wrong, wronger, wrongest. This one is so bad. If they made this cover today, somebody's getting strung up. It's Young Romance number 174. I'm going to apologize in advance. I'm your teacher, and I know this is wrong, but I can't help myself. I love you.
I like it as his teacher's pet, and then after that, never look back.
Yeah. So they get strung up if they put this comic out today. Oh my God, so bad, so wrong. And you know what? Probably so. And a lot of these are great covers.
There you go, Gary. Nice one, Boosh.
Give me a call, Karen. There you go, Boosh. I like it, baby. So look, this dude's making out with this chick, getting a note from another chick. I mean, that's how you do it right there. That's how you do it. All right. So so I have every DC 100 pager except for the romance one. So I decided, you know what? Screw that. I'm going to get all the DC 100 pagers. Young Love and Young Romance each had 8. So there's 16 I have to track down. And then plus there's a giant size 100 pager I got to get. And that one's damn expensive, unfortunately. But I'm getting there. Here's Young Romance 100 pager 197. Covers aren't spectacular. Oh, here we go. Don't waste your time, Fred. Liz isn't interested in boys. You know what I mean? So, okay. Liz, that's okay with me. I've got no problem with that. 202, just another cool 100. I love the 100 pagers, even the romance ones, but the romance ones are pricier than all the other 100 pagers because You know, I don't think they printed as many, and then people didn't collect them and keep them as much. There's number 203. So
Little Lost Lamb.
Little Lost Lamb, Love Lessons. So now we'll move on to Young Love. This is just a cool cover.
Oh, it is.
Lisa St. Clair, just a really cool cover. You know, these romance artists, like I said, a lot of Nick Cardy, some John Romita. All right. When this one was printed, it didn't.
That'd be good.
The phrase did not have the same connotation that it does today. So because of the connotation that it has today, it really makes me laugh. And when I saw this cover, or when I knew this book existed, I had to search and search and search until I found it. And I'm so happy I found it. Young Love 74. Oh, Daddy, what's wrong with me? Why can't I find a man to love me? They had me at Oh, Daddy. That is just so great.
Oh, God.
And it's such a, you know, it's a great Nick Cardy cover. But
He looks like he's reaching to get up. He's like, nope.
Yeah, but yeah, he's like, oh shit. But yeah, the Oh Daddy, you know, which something totally different now. Okay. This one is a mercenary cover. Young Love 77. You're nothing but a hired hand. Do the job I paid you for. Kiss me. Look at that. Look at that sap. He's wearing his little ascot. Do the job I paid you for. There you go. Yep. It's up to you to tell her you don't love her anymore. She's in a wheelchair.
It's so sad.
Yeah, she's damaged goods. It's your job. You got to tell her you don't love her anymore. Oh, God. This one's funny just because of the placement of the chick. You know, there we go. Right between the legs. My star's no longer singing to me. I've lost him. Who's he singing to now? Oh, God. This one made me laugh, too. Young Love, 106. Sure, boys, boys like you are hard to get, Mike, but so are after-school jobs. I love you, but I'm going to compete with you, even if I have to look like a sex object. But what's really funny is my romance was ruined by Frizz, you know. There was never an issue of Avengers or anything like that where I had to worry about my romance being, you know, ruined by Frizz. But, you know, that's a nice, helpful guide there. So now we get into some of the Young Love 100-pagers. Oh, man. So there we go. Young Love 108. Pretty nice high-grade copy of that. 109.
You know, and if people don't know, like, romance comics used to be huge. Yeah, they're not really around much anymore. Like, they used to be huge.
During the 50s, romance books were the number one selling genre in the 1950s. And the creator of the romance books were also the creators of Captain America.
Yeah.
Simon and Kirby. How about that? Yeah. Young Love. Was I only his plaything? Probably so, baby.
More likely.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. So that's what you do with my money, spend it on other girls. You got what you paid for, Rita. A few dates, a little love. God. There you go. I bought a boy. Yeah. Guess you didn't pay enough. So here we go. And then a giant size 123. I won't let you go, Hal. I won't. If we don't split up forever, this town will destroy you the way it destroyed me. Dude's bitter. Bitter. It's a hot-looking redhead.
So like a special, how to act on a date. You'd be like, not like this.
Not like that. So, all right. So we'll segue into a few others now. Oh, Girls Love. This is an older issue of this, number 65. No, thank you. That moon has played its last trick on me. Oh, well, you know, we use the moon, pointing at the moon, trying to get romance in the air, but she's not having it this time. This one I got recently. Bonnie, it's been so long. I never stopped loving you for a moment, but I'm not Bonnie. Mistaken identity. Almost done that, which is bad. I almost did that at the grocery store. It was not my wife.
Yeah, my buddy my buddy did that at a restaurant. The waitress was at the little stand beside us doing something, and he reaches back and smacks her in the ass. And as she turns around and looks at him, he's like, and he just gets this look of shock on his face. He goes, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. You're not Heather," because he thought it was his friend that works there. I'm like,
yeah. Not good. No bueno.
nah.
How could he do it? He's telling them our secret. Yeah, he is. Look at him. He's telling them all right. Oh, man. Can't trust the guy. Blabbermouths telling their friends. Go ahead, Gail. Tell your friend how you won that crown. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Why did everyone feel sorry for the prettiest girl in town? Well, she won that crown. Wow.
Yeah.
I've got ideas. So.
How many of these have you read? Have you read any of them?
No, I haven't.
No.
I've not read any of them. But I'll tell you what.
One?
I flipped through them, and the ads are pretty funny. Wigs and clothing and dolls and things like that. So that's funny. But no, I have not actually read any of these. The covers do it for me. Maybe one day when I'm retired and I have time, I'll sit down and read. Okay. You both say you love me, but under this mask, I must be pretty ugly. Which one of you wants me without knowing what I'll look like? I don't know. It's got a...
Looks like they're both like leaving.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. She's got some assets there that might be worth... keep the mask on, baby. It's okay.
Beauty is only a light switch away.
There you go. I hear that. Dr. Kramer, you have all the qualities of a great doctor, but as far as I'm concerned, you have no future in medicine. I did it. My love is destroyed. I'm diagnosis heartbreak. That is just so good. Just the melodrama. All right. This may be hands down my favorite of the mainstream romance comics. All right. So I'm just saying, I love this book. When I knew this existed, oh, did I search this book out? So, this is my new stepmother. Welcome home, Mom. Jeremy. Jeremy has seen his new mom naked. I am
There's money on that.
There's money on that. Jeremy has seen his new mom naked. So, I think this is great. Girls Love 157.
One husband. What does it say? One husband, two lovers.
Yep.
Two loves.
Can a girl be faithful when she has one husband but two loves? Yeah. Jeremy's stepmom have a special bond. All right. This is just sad. No double entendre. Yeah, well, they do. They absolutely do, Pam. But you know what? I think on these we need it. We need some explanation. And Pam, I hope you're enjoying these as much as I am. Craig not only jilted me, but he eloped with my sister. And he's in her wedding dress in the rain. Oh, my goodness. All the bad things. All the bad things that happened to her there. Oh, gosh. Now we're playing a little kissing game, a little blindfold kissing game. It's Rita. Oh, no. How could Ron mistake Beth's lips for mine? Well, I was a fool to believe his lying lips. Oh, my. How could he mistake those lips?
That piece of shit.
Yeah. What guy got you into this mess? Why won't you tell us who he is, Linda? I guess Linda's knocked up. That's what I'm gonna say.
Love is not a happy thing.
All right. Here we go. Another fun cover. Secret Hearts 152. Your father isn't too old for me. I love him. Well, that's a lie. Does he know about you and my boyfriend? Well, now.
Oh.
Well, now. And look, the story of Karen. There are a lot of Karens here. So there we go. Another story of Karen. So, wow. All right. We got some spice going. And we got a few more. And and then I'll close it out with a couple that are really fun. But I'm going with most of the DC ones. And I've used this line before. Oh, no, I can never forget Bill. Oh, yes, you will. You'll forget him the second I kiss you. And that's a Romita cover right there. That's a John Romita.
He kind of looks drew him to look a little bit like James Garner there.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think you're right. I think that's a little James Garner.
Yeah, a little bit like the Rockford Files there.
Yep. All right, girl with the reputation. Tell me what he said isn't true, Jill. And look at that smug look on his face. Yeah, it's true. I dig the way Jill dresses, though. I like that. Look at all the rings. Yeah. Jill, Girls Romance, 146.
Girl with reputation.
Girl with reputation. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Girls Romance, 148. Oh, baby, how I love you. Sure you do when nobody else is around. There you go.
Damn, you want an audience?
Yeah. Well, he won't acknowledge your relationship in public, I guess. So, this one, the fault is in the stars, dear Brutus. You must forgive me, even if I did wrong. My horoscope said it was the right thing to do. Horoscope, don't fool with my heart. Yeah, there we go. So, the stars were aligned wrong on that. She couldn't help it. There we go. Another great Nick Cardy cover. She wouldn't be so happy if she knew the truth. He dated her because I turned him down. Second choice. So sad. So sad. Here we go. Another heartbreaker. Mother, this is the happiest day of my life. Oh no, her bridegroom and her own sister. So just all these terrible things. All these terrible things happening. All right. Make up your mind. Who do you love, the older generation or me? Another great Nick Cardy cover. And you get 16 secrets to popularity.
Oh.
Girls, I'll give you a big one. Cleavage. Okay. All right. I won't let you marry her. You don't you know about her shameful past? What can I do? I'll lose him now. Evidently, she's a go-go girl. Yeah. Yeah. They said I was anybody's girl. There you go. He's only fooling you, falling in love. This was very salacious. This is one of the more expensive ones. And I dig this cover. Oh, don't split on my account. I don't mind if Jed wants to play around. After all, won't be the first time.
Oh.
Well, now it's a party. Yeah. Three's not a crowd in this situation. Three's just fine. But yeah. So, Heartthrobs, 113. This is a highly sought after cover. This is the one Jamie hates. He hates this one with a passion. So I got to make sure I'm showing him.
Yeah.
Okay. If he's more important than I am, I'm leaving. Dick. He's a dick,
Yeah.
right, David? Asshole.
We'll get demonetized. Yeah, he's a dick.
He's a dick. All right. Now this cover is everybody come up with your own answer. I know mine. I have an answer for the what's verboten here. Heartthrobs 136. I love you. Why won't you do what I want? I love you too, but I'll never do that. I'm thinking 4-letter word begins with A, ends with L, but that's just me. So, we each have our own, fill in the blank, but I'm thinking that's it. She doesn't want to do that. So his little dune buggy with his little ascot. And this is for Dan. This is a football one. Heartthrobs 145. Make up your mind, Sally, him or me. Go ahead, Sally. Tell him you're my girl. So the coach was there.
That's messed up.
Yeah, forever your love.
I love this show off.
Yeah, I love this show off. These are so good. All right, so the last few I'll show. Can I show the lick lick lap lap cover, Jamie?
Yeah, but I'm gonna blur it out.
No, I can't.
You should have put little post-it notes over all the parts that couldn't be shown.
You'd see one word.
Like
Yeah, there's a whole lot. Housewives at play number 1. If y'all want to look at it, look it up. Do you think Donald would mind us using his wife as our Leslie sex slut? I think as long as we don't touch the TV, we're fine, right, Catherine? Lick lap. Yes, mister. So that's all I can give you. I'm sorry. But that was Housewives in Love number 1. All right. Okay. So, take my word for it. So, we've got a true crime here. The Amy Fisher story. So, the Amy Fisher story. got to be followed up with the Joey Buttafuoco story. So here we go. So that's romance one.
You
And
look
then-
like Lee Ving from the Clue movie there.
Yeah. God, I can't show that cover. But the one we'll end in, we can show, because what's more wholesome than a corn-fed Midwestern girl that loves her vegetables?
Oh,
yeah.
Sonny's favorite.
Vegetable Lover. Dan found him a copy. So Vegetable Lover. And as Dan had researched meticulously, this has not been graded by CGC. And so if Sonny would send his in, it would be the only graded copy.
Or if you would send yours in.
I would send mine in, but then I wouldn't have the opportunity to, as Dan is cajoling me to read it later. So, I've not read it, but yum, tasty, and that is just.
I'll just say this. I didn't read the thing, but when I got it, I'm like, I had, like you said, the CGC people, if somebody sends a book in that no one else has sent before, they open up and read it. So I was like, all right, I can't just send this to Sonny. Like, I got to flip through it. So the cover says Vegetable Lover and has pictures of produce. That is not the type of vegetable that she is a lover of in the book.
Well, I have not read the book yet. I'll have to read it. But the one gem missing from my collection is Amputee Love. Damien has that perfect copy of it. And like I said, it was funny, but it wasn't $200 funny enough for me to get it because it's a perfect copy. Now it might be $200 funny, but that book is a $300 book, so I don't have it.
You better watch out on by that metric. Soon enough, it's going to be like, is it $400 funny?
Yeah, I know. But Amputee Love, it is something. Amputee Love #1. Look it up, see it. So.
Didn't he try and get you to sell a copy of it to an amputee?
Well, we had a joke about that. If I could sell it to an amputee, if I get an amputee to buy it, it would be a steak dinner for me. He's having a steak dinner, and sure enough, there's an amputee that came by, and I couldn't do it. It was
I would have been like, buddy, have I got the book for you?
Because now, that being said, it is a book written by an amputee, and it's. As Damien says, it's an instruction manual. So
think of Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump after the war, before he got his fake legs.
Yes, absolutely. So Lieutenant Dan would approve. So that's Amore from me to you. Hope you all enjoyed the Valentine's Day special romance covers. And if you're sick and twisted like I am, you got a kick out of it. And if you're not, it's still some fantastic art, some really cool books that were being published that we don't see. How often do we look for we see these books, but there's a contingent of people that collect these romance books, and they're kind of hard to find. So a lot of these books I've really had to search for, and I need to, to find really nice copies is really hard on these things. So, but it's fun, My wife gets a kick out of the covers. She thinks they're a hoot. So we sit there and we look at them and we laugh. But I guess I do need to read it. They need to cut the price up for those Amputee Loves. Yeah. Pam, you need to look up the cover for that if you have not seen it.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. And that's a cover we can't show here, even if I did have it, but have it with me. But Valentine's Day, like I said, love. So love these romance books that I just started buying the past few years. We did a Valentine's Day trivia night at Comic Logic, and so I highlighted the romance covers, and I had such a kick showing the covers, and it made me think, okay, I've got to buy these now. So a lot of the books that I highlighted, I marked down that I have to purchase them, and I've gotten most of the ones I'm really looking for. So there you go, just another little chapter of the sickness. I never thought I'd be collecting damn romance books. Here I am.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you for watching. We will see you in the next one. Hey, coders, if you like that, give us a subscribe. And if you want more content like that, definitely check out the videos above. Hope you enjoy it. There's a lot for everyone.